proper good morning. It is like 6 a.m. We are just getting up, getting our day started. Dog. We're about to head out to get our walk on, but there's a lot of thunder outside, but it's not supposed to rain, which is really crazy. Florida, I tell you, Florida. So I actually didn't intend to vlog today, but then this morning I figured today would actually be the perfect time to vlog because yes. Also, I promise in like one of these vlogs, my hair is gonna be done. Like it's gonna have a brush through it. It's gonna be a thing, but this isn't that moment. So last night we went to dinner with the moms. We went and had Italian, and I shared a pizza with B. Gluten, dairy. So I say in like a lot of videos, I don't do gluten, I don't do dairy, and I say I don't do, I don't mean I never do. I really try to limit it as much as possible because it doesn't do this body good. So this is a direct result of gluten and dairy. So I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes are kind of glossy. Last night my eyes were bothering me, like they felt kind of dry and blurry. I had a headache and I still have like a mild headache. I am like beyond puffy. Like look at this. So this is definitely a good representation of what happens. Never mind what's going on the inside. I am super congested. This morning, like the amount of, TMI mucus that I feel that I have is next level. It is like I have a cold with the amount of like stuffiness and last night something new happened, which I don't remember happening before, and it's that like my ears felt clogged, and they still feel a little that way, but it's like the amount of congestion and like pressure in my head. Yeah, that's what we're working with. So I thought today would be the perfect time to come on here and show you. Look, I do not want to show up and look crazy and look like this, like not be my best self, but this is real life. So I just want to show you like what happens to me when I do have these things that I say I stay away from because they don't agree with my body. They, don't do this body good. Like I'm not just saying that, it really just has a negative impact. Aside from that, I actually slept really well last night, and it's probably because my body was like bogged down with all this like sludge and poison. I was probably in like a coma versus a deep sleep, but I did wake up feeling really good for the first time in like a week, which is so nice. So I'm gonna stop talking. We need to get out of here, and this thunder, I don't know if you can hear her, but she's major. So we're gonna go walk these puppies, and then I will be back to hang out with you. So BRB. I see you trying to get out of the way. This light, it's not the light, it's the girl. She is very puffy, very puffy. This smoothie, hands down my favorite one right now. Simple coconut water, frozen coconut and mango. Oh my gosh. I want to try it with pineapples, like frozen pineapple, and see. I imagine it's like the healthiest pina colada you could get, I imagine. I'm just saying. So I am talking a lot because I am rested. I finally, it has been like a week or a little over a week that I have not felt like myself. And if I'm being honest, and honestly, it's not an honesty thing, it is just facts. Being that tired, not getting proper rest, it impacts everything. And I think in the last vlog, I said, being so tired, like not sleeping well for days on end, it starts to impact my workouts. It impacts the things I'm craving. Like it affects everything. So my workouts have not been hitting for at least a week. Like it's been about a week and I feel it. Like I feel the difference. I can definitely feel that I retain more water. I feel just sluggish and heavy as a whole. I am so much more bloated. Like everything that's impacted because of like not sleeping well, it is ridiculous. So today, while I have the energy and I'm feeling so good, I want to knock out some stuff. First being, I need a good workout. I want to get a sweat on. And I was on such a good roll. I was feeling so good, working out like 5 to 7 days a week. So today, while I have the energy, I do want to get a good workout in. It is currently Wednesday. And so Wednesdays, I'm usually scheduled for a Pilates session. I am vibing like a weight session today, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick with Pilates because I'm not trying to undersell Pilates and say like I can't get a good sweat on, because I sweat my booty off with some Pilates. But I'm standing here talking a lot because I'm just excited to have some energy. So I'm gonna drink my smoothie and then we're gonna head into the gym and get a workout session in, because I need to work this water retention out of my system and, you know, get myself back in check. And that is what today is all about. I don't know how many minutes into this vlog we're in, and I'm just now saying that, but I thought it early on. Didn't say anything. But that is what today's all about. It's about getting back on track, and we all just go through those periods where we just feel unmotivated for whatever reason. Life happens. Mine is definitely sleep related, so everything is impacted. I'm like ultra emotional about just stupid things like a pencil on the floor, and I'm like, oh my God, the world is ending. It's really not. No one has died, but in my mind. So today, we're getting back on track. I have a Walmart order coming this morning, and I really hope they have everything I wanted. And I really got like, I think 4 different items, but one of them is celery, and there's a lot of it. So we will talk more about that. I'm just talking. My bee is looking at me like, is she gonna stop? And she needs to. So I'm gonna go drink my smoothie and then I'll see you in the gym. I promise. Sweaty girl. Oh my gosh, that session was exactly what I needed. I'm so glad I ended up doing Pilates because it just feels so good. And while it looks simple, I promise you, the pain is very real. There's so much thinking that goes into it. It's a lot of keeping your shoulders down, back, and open, locking your ribs, like sucking your belly button to your spine, keeping your hips neutral. Like, it is a whole thing. I cannot think about anything else while I'm doing Pilates, which is one of the things I love. It feels good to get this sweat on. Oh my gosh, that was only a 15-minute session. Like, that was not breaking the time bank in any way, but 15 minutes is all I needed. I mean, listen, if you just start with 5 minutes is better than no minutes. So I'm nice and sweaty. I'm gonna finish my lemon honey water and then go figure out the rest of the morning situation. Walmart just got here. We got our celery, and it really wasn't a large order. It was just a few things, but the celery was definitely like the bulk of it, because I think we got like 24 bunches of celery. And I really intend to do a dedicated video at some point on just like the power of celery juice, because it is like, it's pure magic. It really is. But that's not this video. For today, my intention is to get this stuff ready to go. Like, I'm gonna wash it, cut it, have it prepped in the fridge, and tomorrow we can jump, like hit the ground running on juicing, because I need it. I need it. So there are a few things today that I wanna prep and just have ready to go. Some of them I'm gonna start today, and then the rest, like the celery juice and some other stuff, I will incorporate starting tomorrow. But these things, like, they just make all the difference. For me, I know my body does not do well when I am consuming a ton of animal products, especially animal protein. I just don't do well. I'm in bad shape right now. So even though I have been eating whole foods and I've been eating clean, I have been incorporating way too much of the animal protein, and I feel it. I feel it, and I know, as tasty as it is, I love all this stuff. If I exceed like 1 serving a day, I really start to step into some rough territory. It's a fact for me. It's a hard no. I have got to stop. So that is my goal today, to just like get stuff prepped and have stuff ready to go that I can eat that does not contain animal protein in it. And then I will have, like, maybe for dinner, I can have some chicken or whatever. And I tend to do the best that way. So I am gonna show you some of the stuff I'm doing right now. If you can see behind me over there on the stove, I have some water going. So I'm gonna steam some Yukon Gold potatoes in there. And then in the Instant Pot, I'm gonna steam some sweet potatoes so I can get these things just going. Steaming veggies for me is a plus. Like, I love a roasted vegetable for sure, but my body just does so much better when I steam. I think it has a lot to do with the vegetables like retaining more moisture. I don't know, like, don't quote me on that. I am just trying to go off of the cues my body is giving me. So roasted is fine, steamed, so much better for me. So I do have the water going there. I'm gonna get the Instant Pot going with the sweet potatoes. And after we have a smoothie and maybe get some sustenance, I'm gonna start prepping the celery and all the other things, and I will bring you along. Potatoes steamed and ready to go is such a time and lifesaver. I love being able to just go into the fridge and grab already prepped ingredients and throw them together in a salad or however I feel like doing it. What's nice about these steamed potatoes is I can turn them into hash browns, I can turn them into fries, potato wedges, like all kinds of different things, which just makes me so freaking happy. While I work on my potatoes, I'm going to get my broccoli going. And now I'm moving on to something I absolutely love and actually haven't made in a while, and that is a faux cheese sauce. To make my sauce, I am taking 2 of my potatoes, just cutting them up roughly with a knife and throwing them into my blender cup, half of a carrot. I'm doing about 1/4 cup of raw cashews, about half of a teaspoon of pink salt, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric, 1 jalapeno that I grabbed right off of my little arrow garden, some freshly ground black pepper, and then I am gonna blend that. So I have some of the liquid that the potatoes and the carrots steamed in. So I'm just adding that to my blender as I blend and adding enough so that I get the consistency I want, if that makes sense. So I don't have an exact measurement, and I think I ended up adding about half of a cup, maybe a little more than half of a cup. But it turned out so good. It has the perfect amount of spiciness.
And it's really nice. It's so versatile because you can just add anything you want. This is my lunch. Look at how beautiful, and oh my gosh, the happiness is on overload. I feel like I have the biggest mess of stuff behind me, but that's okay. So I am about to eat my first like full-on meal, and it's like lunchtime. The day, as per usual, has gotten away from us, but that's okay. I have stuff ready to go, and so I have my steamed potatoes in here, the steamed broccoli, the cheese sauce that I just made. And while this seems really simple and probably insanely bland, I will tell you, this is definitely the kind of stuff that agrees with me so much. The hydration alone, just from steaming everything, I know it's a cooking process, so it still will draw out some of the nutrients, but my body does respond so much better to steaming versus roasting, like I said. So this is going to make me feel so good. This will not bloat me like other stuff. I mean, if I had this and added like chicken or whatever to it, I could just hang it up. So I just know that I need to listen to the cues my body is sending me and do what makes my body feel the best. And while the taste of grilled chicken or whatever is incredible, I love it so much, I know that it's not the absolute best for me, at least not right now. There are a lot of things that I'm trying to address and heal as holistically as possible. My PCOS, the inflammation in my body, the elevated cortisol levels. I mean, it is a myriad of things. And I know that at the core of all of that stuff is my liver and the health of my liver. And so I want to be as gentle as I can, be as supportive as I can. So hydration is key for me, drinking a lot of the lemon water. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to go eat. And then it's on to all the celery prep, which I am dreading because I don't like doing it, but I know how good it is for me. So I'm going to go eat. I'll be back. So far, I feel like things are going really well. I steamed the Yukon Gold potatoes. I steamed all the broccoli we had in the house, which was like 6 heads of broccoli, I think. 6 bunches? What is it, a head? I think it's a head. 6 heads of broccoli. And now I have the sweet potatoes in the steamer on the stove. My original plan was to throw the sweet potatoes into the Instant Pot so they could steam there while I was steaming the yellow potatoes on the stove, but things went all over the place, you know, such is life. So now that everything is done and out of the way, the sweet potatoes are steaming on the stovetop. I also made our yummy clean cheese sauce, and I still have, if you can see, the celery, the oranges, and the cilantro to prep, but I'm gonna press pause on that. I have a lot of computer work that I need to get done, so I'm gonna go spend a little time doing that. So to make sure that I stay on track and I am consuming good things that make my body feel good and things that are hydrating, I do have a little treat here. So I have a plate of some cherries, and it's cherry season right now, and I just love a cherry, so I am taking full advantage. So I have some cherries, and I also have another mason jar of my honey lemon water, or lemon honey water, lemon honey, it doesn't matter. It's water with lemon and honey. So with the cherries and the water, I think that's really gonna help me to stay alert, stay super hydrated, which is what I really need to do, and to be super productive. So I'm gonna hit pause here. I'm gonna go get a bunch of work done because I really need to. I'm gonna set a timer so that I remember to come check on our sweet potatoes because sweet potatoes. So yeah, I'll be back. Wish me luck. My beautiful sweet potatoes are done and I am just so happy. These guys have the most beautiful vibrant red exterior and a super bright orange interior. And I always just feel so good eating really bright and colorful foods. Like I am just doing the greatest things for my body. So I'm moving on from there and finally getting to my celery prep. I run from this all the time, but I know that if I have celery prepped in the fridge and ready to go, it makes my life so easy. I can just grab it, juice it, and off I go. So today I'm prepping 12 bunches of celery, and this is a mix of organic and conventional. It's just what I could get at my local Walmart store. So all I do is I cut off the tops, I cut off the end, I take off all of the leaves because I have found the leaves can make the celery juice bitter, and ain't nobody got time for that. So I give everything a really good wash, I rinse it, and then I cut it up into pieces that my juicer will love and appreciate. You really don't have to do that. It depends on the type of juicer you have. Celery is really fibrous, and so I have found that if I don't cut it up small, then the long stringy fibers on the inside of the celery can tend to get wound up in the parts of the juicer, and that is just a mess nobody wants to clean up. So until I get my Nama J2, my Nama J1 is forcing my hand. I need to cut my celery down, and it is what it is. But look at this beautiful celery and oranges. Oh my gosh, we're living our best lives. So we're moving on to dinner, and for dinner we're having 2 chicken breasts. Earlier today I seasoned them with some salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and I kind of just pounded them out to thin them out and make them even all the way through. Now I'm making a crust, and oh my gosh, like everything, I'm just making this up on the spot. I took some raw pistachios, threw them into my mini chopper, and blended them down just to not a powder, but so the nuts are just like crumbly and very small pieces. To that, I added equal parts of coconut flakes, and these are unsweetened coconut flakes, and then about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And I'm using the regular coconut oil because I really want that coconut flavor. This is gonna go into the air fryer at 400 degrees for about 12 to 13 minutes. Then I'm gonna let it rest at room temperature for 5 to 8 minutes, and then we're good to go. Oh my gosh, you have to make this, it's so good. Is 5 o'clock, and dare I say, I have been so productive today. The flip side of that is that I'm also very tired. So I feel like I spent the majority of the day in the kitchen, but I got a lot of stuff done, and I have to say that right now I am feeling so good. You saw our dinner, that pecan and coconut crusted chicken breast in the air fryer. It was like 12-ish minutes, but oh my God, so good. And now I want to do pecan and coconut crusted everything because it was amazing. Tomorrow I can hit the ground running. I can juice my celery, juice the oranges, have my celery juice and my smoothie the way it's supposed to be. So good. I have the steamed yellow potatoes, we have the steamed sweet potatoes, we have some broccoli left for tomorrow. It's gonna be so good, and I can say just the way that I ate today really helped me. Even though I did have chicken for dinner, I did pair it with, even though I had chicken for dinner, I paired it with the broccoli, and all I did to the broccoli was put a couple of cracks of pink salt. Sir, I see you. I'm trying to get my attention. So all I did to the broccoli was do a couple of cracks of pink salt, and that was it. But oh my God, the chicken was definitely the superstar, so I didn't want to overdo it with anything else. So delicious. So this is the end. We have reached that point in the video. I am so glad that you hung out with me. This guy, do you want a lab? Do you want a lab? Because he's yours. I am so grateful that you hung out with me. You spent your precious time with me in the kitchen today, just really resetting things and taking a closer look at what I'm doing currently and what I need to change, because you know, obviously something needs to change. So even though I'm eating clean whole foods, there's something going on in there that is just not vibing. So I am confident that it is just eating way too much animal protein, and this is gonna help. This is gonna help. So stay tuned for an update on all of this. But yes, success. If you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you did, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up, you subscribe, and you click that notification bell, because all of that really supports my channel and it means the world to me. I will see you next time. Mwah.